Welcome to Korean Cinema Channel. Today I would like to send you the following news, truly shocking. Is Liu Xiaoxu feeling sour? Guo Yuxin and Wang Haozhen's second collaboration sparks heated debate as Meteor set leaks go viral in today's entertainment industry. CP marketing has long been treated as a calculated science. Every glance is rehearsed, every touch carefully designed, every sweet moment prepackaged for maximum viral effect. Audiences have seen it all, forced kisses, exaggerated intimacy, and dramatic fallouts once the cameras stop rolling. Yet just when everyone thought the rules were fixed, Guo Yuxin and Wang Haozhen's unexpected second collaboration quietly detonated the system from within. This time, there were no loud slogans, no aggressive fan service, and no artificially staged sugar moments. Instead, a single leaked behind-the-scenes clip from the new drama Meteor set the entire internet ablaze. In the video, Wang Haozhen casually wipes the bottle mouth before handing it to Guo Yuxin. No lingering eye contact. No dramatic pause. Just a reflexive, almost unconscious action. And somehow, that was enough. The reaction was explosive. Viewers weren't screaming because it was sweet, they were stunned because it was real. That tiny, unplanned gesture carried a level of intimacy that scripted romance simply can't replicate. It wasn't designed to be seen, which is exactly why it felt so powerful. In an era drowning in manufactured affection, authenticity has become the rarest currency, and Guo Yuxin and Wang Haozhen just cashed in big time. This is where the story takes a sharper turn as fans celebrated what they called natural sugar. Comparisons inevitably surfaced. Netizens began dragging past CPs into the conversation, and one name appeared again and again, Liu Xiaoxu. Once praised for his on-screen chemistry with Guo Yuxin, he now finds himself awkwardly positioned on the sidelines as audiences dissect what went wrong before, and what's clearly different now. Is Liu Xiaoxu really sour? Maybe. Or maybe it's something more uncomfortable, realization, because Guo Yuxin and Wang Haozhen's second collaboration doesn't just outperform old CP formulas, it completely dismantles them. Their chemistry doesn't rely on promotional routines or exaggerated closeness. It grows from shared rhythm, mutual comfort, and trust built through genuine interaction. This kind of connection can't be faked, and it certainly can't be copied overnight. That's why this moment feels less like a promotional win and more like a cognitive shock to the entire industry. For years, CP marketing followed a predictable playbook: staged photos, suggestive interviews, deliberate accidental touches. Audiences played along, even when they knew it was fake. But Meteor's leaked footage reveals a shift in audience psychology. Viewers are no longer satisfied with sugar that tastes artificial. They want texture. They want instinct. They want the kind of intimacy that exists even when no one is watching, and once audiences taste that, there's no going back. This is why some older CPs now feel painfully outdated. Their sweetness is loud but hollow, intense but fragile. When placed beside Guo Yuxin and Wang Haozhen's quiet, effortless chemistry, those performances collapse under comparison. It's not that they lacked effort, it's that effort itself has become the giveaway. Perhaps that's the real reason Liu Xiaoxu's name keeps coming up. Not because he did anything wrong, but because this new model leaves no room for pretending. When authenticity becomes the standard, everyone who relied on calculation feels exposed. What makes Guo Yuxin particularly fascinating is her adaptability. She doesn't force chemistry, she responds to it. With Wang Haozhen, her reactions are unguarded, relaxed, and instinctive. The audience senses that comfort immediately. It's not about who's better, but about who fits, and Meteor proves that fit is everything in the end. This isn't just gossip about a second collaboration or jealousy rumors. It's a signal flare for where the industry is heading. CP marketing isn't dead, but the old version is. The future belongs to peers who don't perform intimacy, but live inside it naturally. And for those still clinging to outdated formulas, the message is brutal and clear: the game has changed, and the audience has already moved on. In the latest Meteor set leaks, there's one detail that hits especially hard. Wang Haozhen didn't just hand over the water. After passing it, he instinctively wiped the bottle mouth with a tissue before giving it to Guo Yuxin. No pause. No awareness of the camera. Just muscle memory. When that moment was zoomed in by fan sight lenses, the CP super topic exploded like fireworks. That's the point most people miss. High-level CP presence no longer relies on lines, kisses, or exaggerated intimacy. It lives in those in-between moments, hovering somewhere between friendship and ambiguity, where the body reacts faster than the brain. These gestures aren't designed. They're physiological. And because they're real, Every carefully written plan suddenly looks fragile and pale in comparison, so stop saying Liu Xiaoxu is simply unlucky. When a drama can lock in a top trending spot the moment a second collaboration is announced, when audiences would rather obsess over one unscripted second of natural sugar than sit through 10 minutes of artificial sweetness, the rules of the game have already changed. The industry just hasn't fully admitted it yet. What Meteor exposes is a brutal truth: audiences have grown immune to formulaic chemistry. They can smell intention from a mile away. Once they've seen connection that exists without performance, anything overly arranged feels awkward, even embarrassing. This is why the old debates about binding or unbinding CPs now sound outdated. While some are still arguing over strategy, others have already crossed the finish line. This isn't about who marketed harder. It's about who felt real without trying. And in this new era, authenticity isn't just an advantage, it's the entry ticket. Thank you for watching my channel. See you in the next videos. Thanks.